Okay, so my rendering. I'm going for the Audrey Hepburn look.
It's like Ophelia drowning, I forget by who. And then this, basically me taping things to the wall of the bathtub. Like I added Kermit just for my own amusement.
Well, I went with my pink Crocs because they match the best in like color and concept.
And they felt sensible.
Yeah.
Like very different types of designers. And I feel like you are a very specific type of designer that you made all the decisions in your rendering, and then there are no questions, this is what it is. But then we have other types of design, this world where you have a feeling about the character and you know what that is, and it can change a bit, but the feeling and the concept is strong, but it may be a bit different than it not different, but it there's flexibility to it. The class focused on three main projects. The first was recreating a full body image of a painting, photo, or drawing. The second was the recreation of a portrait. And finally, a costume design process, including research, design, and realization. In class, I asked the students to pick a full-length costume rendering or painting and recreate it using items found in their own homes. The second project was to pick a portrait to recreate with the emphasis on hair and head accessory as well as makeup. The first two projects were inspired by the Getty Museum's challenging its fans to recreate famous works of art from home. Check out the link below to see what everyone got into. The final project was to produce a costume design of A Midsummer Night's Dream, complete with an overall design concept, research for each character, and 3 fully colored renderings. Camilla, Kate, and Katie were then asked to take their 3 rendered designs and bring them to life using clothing from their own closets as well as items sent to them in a mystery box.
And I really enjoyed like the opportunity to kind of get all of the roles in a way, because obviously if I'd been actually staging this production in Midsummer, like I wouldn't have gotten to decide like time period or geographical settings. You know, like I set my Midsummer in like 1960s Louisiana and like stuff. And those were actually places where I found the most interest. So I kind of went in thinking that like the theater part of it was going to be secondary to like the clothes making aspect and the designing aspect, which was really fun.
One is definitely Pinterest. I mean, I started using Pinterest just to find like inspiration, but now I just go on Pinterest a lot. And that's been a joy. But also like I've liked sewing for a really long time, but I really stuck with like smaller projects and like only things I could hand sew, that kind of thing. But like having the opportunity to like make full outfits was really cool, even if it was mostly with safety pins. And also like having that box where I now have like a big thing of fabric that I could like use to make something, even aside from the costumes. That's really cool, and I'm excited to kind of like see what I do with that stuff after the class. Yeah.
Is that during quarantine, I'm at home. I'm not in DC because I'm a transfer, and it's like, I don't know. So I've been at home, and so I realized just how like essential art is for me, just like getting creative, even within my house and with the resources I have, because the days where I was doing this, I was so consumed, and like quarantine and COVID kind of just disappeared in hindsight, and I was just able to focus on this, and it was like a really fun, even though it was challenging, a very, very fun process that I enjoyed a lot. So I guess I'm just appreciative for this class because I didn't expect to like gain so much like, like good like mood and just like spirit with it. So it was good.
was one of the big things that I wanted to do with this class is offer something that could let everyone create something and still feel connected to the costume shop. So I'm very happy to hear that.